Welcome back, everyone. It has been quite a while, but I feel like if I didn't film this before I go to Dragon Con this year, I would probably never film it. And I do want to organize my manga shelf, so here we are. My birthday was a while back, and I got some very lovely gifts from friends, which included Monster High dolls, as well as manga. So this is the manga pile. I decided not to really review the Monster High dolls because I opened them right there and I haven't really done anything other than assemble them and display them. I do plan to customize them, but other than that, they're just kind of on display right now. So I did want to show y'all all the manga that I got. And I don't think I organized this all too well, actually, because some of this is actually stuff I ordered on my own, and I ordered it while it was out of stock, so it just showed up one day on its own. So I guess I'll start with that. I'll start with this one here, actually. So I was missing volume 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen with My Girl Nobara, and I finally got it a while back. It was out of stock for the longest time. And it really sucks Maki's volume is way into the series because she's really the only one I would want on the cover now. I have read ahead. I have caught up to the manga, except for like maybe 3 chapters because I haven't read it in a couple weeks. But I am caught up, and I don't really want to buy the manga yet until I know how it ends, because if I don't like the ending, I'm going to regret buying the rest of the manga. And it's a lot of volume, so I don't want to fill up my shelf with a series that I'm not going to be satisfied with. So I stopped at volume 4, I believe, which is Gojo's cover, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm lying. I went all the way to 7 because I really liked, oh gosh, Oboro, I think is his name, the guy with the twin tails. It's weird to say that, but I love that guy. So I ended up buying all the way up till volume 7. But yes, I'm so happy to have gotten volume 3 with Nobara on it. Lots of stuff goes on. Her big moment is in this volume, I believe, and it's already been adapted into the anime, which is great. The next volume is Volume 2 of Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. I did pre-order this. I haven't pre-ordered Volume 3. That's the one with Clara on the cover. I do eventually plan to collect all of them, but something that always tends to happen is Right Stuff always has bundles during their big sale, so I'm going to wait until a couple more volumes release for Iruma-kun and then buy most of them through the bundles. It just comes out to a lot cheaper for me, and at this point I do need to save some money, but I am happy to have Volume 2. I was so excited when the first volume released. I love the manga art. The coloring style is just so unique and reminiscent of kind of early 2000s coloring styles for a lot of manga, anime, and just general artists on the internet. And I love how it includes a color page at the beginning. Such a cute doodle of Clara. And again, the anime is great. They do a pretty good job of translating the art style, but the art style is really cute, and I really like it from the manga, so I'm really happy to have the volumes now. The next 2 are the continuations of a manga I recently, well, not recently, a couple months back in my last haul purchased from the Red Fog. The art style really appealed to me with these covers, and I unfortunately have not read volume 1, but at least this way I don't feel guilty about purchasing the next few volumes. So I would say 3 volumes is a good indicator of whether or not I like the series overall. So I'm happy to have them, and if I don't end up liking the series, the art style is really cool, so I'm happy to own it anyway. I'm not sure what it's about, to be quite honest. This manga's full of bloody perverts. Okay, sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. From here on, we're going to be getting into series that I've never read before, or I have online. So I'll give a brief summary. I've featured this series actually on my channel multiple times because I do keep up with it, and my friends thankfully bought me the continuations. I didn't even know they were still continuing this series. So here's volume 10 and 11 of Don't Be Cruel. This is a manga that started off as a very raunchy, typical non-consent to romance yaoi, but it got really sweet later on. I could really tell the author was kind of growing as a person, and their tastes changed over time, and I kind of like to see that evolution. It's really interesting to me. It's always interesting to see series continue because it started off when they were in high school and then it continued into their college years, so very sweet and beautiful art as well. I feel like every manga haul I forget to do this, but this series is by Yonezu Nakota, and then the last 2 were by Osamu Nishi, and then obviously a lot of people probably know that Jujutsu Kaisen was created by Jiji Akutami. This next one is by Ryo Minami, and this is one that I have no idea what it's about. I wanted to check it out. I didn't want to spoil myself though before I purchased it. It says explicit content, which I'm surprised by. I did not expect that. So I'm pretty interested to read this. It's called Boy's Abyss, and let me quickly read the summary. This sounds like this poor boy is going through a crisis in his life, and it'll be very down to earth and realistic with a hint of mystery and fantasy, as many anime. There's a lot of stories in anime and manga in general that where the story is very grounded, the issues are very grounded, but there's this one slightly supernatural, quote-unquote, element that kind of propels the story forward. So that sounds right up my alley. It sounds really interesting. I opened volume 1 just to take a look at the artwork. Hopefully I don't spoil myself, but it does seem like it might be a little bit depressing. And I think the reason I had put this on my wish list is because of the author. I want to say they've written something that I've read before, so that's what primarily got me interested, and I heard good reviews, so I'm excited to read this. The next one I was going to start reading online, but I decided not to because this particular webcomic got published in physical form and is actually available in Walmart, of all things. I've seen it in Walmart. I thought about buying it. Now I don't have to, thank goodness. So I'm excited to read it. This is called True Beauty, and at the top it says The Global Webtoon Phenomenon by Yaonji. The art is really pretty. It's kind of a very standard Korean webtoon art style, where it's pretty anime-ish, but it has hints of realism with how they do the shading. It's really pretty, and what I like about this is that it's full color, which a lot of webcomics, if they started off in color, they will print it off in color, which is pretty nice. It looked really funny. I believe it's mainly a romance story about a girl with insecurities who tries to, you know, keep this image up of being this very confident girl. I could be wrong. I just briefly remember reading the back. Yeah, pretty much a love triangle with a girl who had insecurity issues, and then when she grew up, she learned how to, you know, beautify herself to the standard, and just dealing with all that. So sounds like a good time, very entertaining and funny, and the art will be really cute. There's another one. Whoa, this is a heavy volume. This one's heavy just because there's so much of it, but this is like hefty. The pages are definitely thicker. This is by Nare Lee, called Bloody Sweet. And I actually don't remember what this is about. Let me look at the back. So this is a manic pixie vampire dream boy story of a girl going through a crisis in her life, and this knight in shining armor swoops down, primarily because he wants her blood, but also because he wants to see her happy. So it's one of those romance stories where the guy pretty much solves all her problems, but it sounded, from the summary, it sounded like it's partly a comedy. So I'm hoping for a good time. You can never go wrong with stories that are just meant to make you feel nice and positive about life every now and again. Then there is another one that I actually saw at Walmart and got me interested. This is Villains Are Destined to Die by Suol. Original story by Gwon Joel. I probably mispronounced that. And this is one of those isekai stories, similar to another one I'm going to mention. These types of stories have really interested me recently because so many webcomics are popping up with this type of story, where the main character gets reincarnated either into a video game or a story they're familiar with, whether that be one we know or one that they know of in their world, as the villain or the villainess. And it's up to them to try and rework the story or try to stay on the down low and prevent their destined death. Because as the villains, usually their ending is negative and they're not destined for good things, unlike the protagonist. The art in this one is really pretty. I like that it's full color and the pages are glossy. The other one, True Beauty, the pages were colored, but they were matte. Definitely printed on like standard paper or something slightly thicker. This one is slightly glossy as well, and this one is a very similar print job, slightly glossy pages, so it's really nice quality. Both of these I think were by the same company, no? Oh no, this is Yen Press, and then this is Iza Press. I've never heard of that company. Interesting. We got a lot more companies getting into the manga, webtoon, Korean webcomic publishing game. This is by webtoons.com. Viz Media, a classic. This is by Yen Press. I already know that one. And the Red Fog is also by Yen Press. So a lot of Yen Press here, but then we also have some of unique companies printing the webcomics. Moving on to the next volume, this is Penguin and House. And I just like penguins, so I put this on my wish list because I was going to check it out later. It sounded like a nice, adorable slice of life. Oh, look! Adorable slice of life with pancakes and laughter galore. So, sounds like a good time and a feel-good thing to read during your downtime. And the art looked really cute. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy this. Yeah, so happy to have this. I like penguins. For no particular reason. I just like penguins. And then the last one I am so excited about. I actually bought myself this. I had pre-ordered it because for the last few months I have actually been stalking Right Stuff Anime's website for any hint that this would be released. And I actually found the link on Amazon, and then eventually it popped up on Right Stuff. So I pre-ordered it on Right Stuff because it was a bit cheaper than Amazon. But this is Who Made Me a Princess, which is a little weird grammar-wise. But the illustrations are by someone called Spoon, and the story by Pletus. I don't want to call this a Korean webcomic because I believe this started off in China. This is a Chinese webcomic. I could be 100% wrong. That's just what I remember because I didn't find this on the typical Korean webtoon websites. I found this on a different website. But this is published by Seven Seas Entertainment. It's 13 plus, and this is about a girl, again, who gets, or a woman, a grown woman, who gets reincarnated into a novel that she has read in the real world as the second daughter, or technically the first daughter, but the disliked daughter of this famous evil emperor. And she starts off as a baby, so it's up to her to kind of get into his good graces and prevent her timeline from continuing, because in the original story she is rejected by her father after pleading for mercy and framed for hurting the other daughter, the protagonist, and she is sentenced to death and dies. So the whole story is her kind of living, starting from a toddler all the way to her teen years, which is where the current chapter is. I appreciate that this is a thick book because this was not cheap. And it does read left to right. So maybe this was Korean, because the Korean webcomics I'll read left to right. But the artwork is so gorgeous. I love all the outfits that the artist draws the main character in. As she gets older, her dresses get way more intricate and detailed. Overall, the art is really cute. See, they have some little chibi forms there. There's good comedy in this, really good drama and suspense. And I just loved seeing the journey that she goes through. This was the first type of isekai like this that I ever read. And it kind of got me binge reading a bunch of other ones after a while. But yeah, I loved all the characters, the artwork, the story, and I'm really happy to finally own it in physical form. So excited for the next few volumes. I may wait to buy them just because they're a little pricey. So I'll probably wait for a sale, but so happy this is finally being published in English. The front also has this cute embossing in pink. It's not glittery, it's kind of just shimmery. You can kind of see it hopefully in the light. But yeah, and the pages are really nicely printed as well. They're kind of that matte, semi-matte, not semi-matte, semi-glossy finish. So you can tell they're printed on slightly photo paper, but they're not super glossy and sticky. So really nice book, very thick. Definitely, I think, probably worth the price, all things considered. But again, I'll probably wait to get the rest of the volumes. And then this is an anime haul, technically. Definitely more manga than anime, but I wasn't sure where to put this. I'm probably not going to make its own video for it. I thought about making ASMR out of it, but I can't work with the camera filming me. So I just wanted to show y'all this cool Gundam figure that I recently purchased. This is from the newest Gundam series, The Witch from Mercury, I believe. Mobile Suit Gundam. Sorry, that's the back of the box. I got this from Target, out of all things. It's so weird to me that you can just go into Target and buy Gundam kits. But that's what happened. I had recently watched the series and I got so into it, I just binged it one night and finished it. Really loved it. For those of you unfamiliar, it is the most recent Gundam series that released with the 2 female protagonists. I love Suletta. She was really cute, annoying at times, but a very cute and wholesome main character. And I especially love the design of her Gundam. Oh, there's the title right there, The Witch from Mercury. But yes, I loved the design of her mobile unit. So I looked up if there were any figures, and there's a couple already, because this series, I believe, ended a couple months ago. But there was this kit at Target for less than $20, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I finished building it not too long ago, probably yesterday, and I really liked it. It's really cool. Very detailed, sometimes a little finicky, but it comes with all the parts to make a complete, very poseable Gundam. I was really impressed. I always thought my first kit of these that I would ever buy would be the ones where you actually have to paint them, but I'm kind of glad I didn't start off that way because that would have been a lot. Putting this together did take me 2 days, mainly because I started at night one day and then continued the following day after work. But it was very relaxing to do. Stressful at times because I thought I had messed up putting the parts together and couldn't pull them off, but it came out so cool. It has such amazing articulation. Like, look at that. That is a triple joint if I've ever seen one. It's technically double jointed, but you know, it's just very cool. Comes with more swords. It comes with another one of these. It comes with the other sword in the back, and then the shield, like in the show, can be taken apart, and I need to get some of those stands that you can purchase for these so that you can display it with all the gun bits kind of surrounding her like in the show. So really good series, highly recommended. I can't stop listening to the second ending theme, and I love my new Gundam. It's very tiny compared to the one that I already have from Gundam 00, but I love it. And one day I'm probably going to actually buy the main figure that they have available for this, because it's a bit more similar in size to the Gundam I have now, and it comes with a small little Suletta that you can pose on their shoulder, which is really cute. I kind of want to get Suletta as well, but I'm going to let the hype from the series die down before I start making purchases, because I am going to DragonCon soon. But yes, just wanted to show y'all, and I'm definitely going to hang this up because that's just such cool artwork. And then finally, this is not anime related, but I did want to share it because it came really fast and I was really impressed. But I did back another Kickstarter, and I don't even want to say it was a month before my stuff arrived to me. So this artist must have been prepared. Here's a freebie sticker they sent me. It is vinyl, so I'll definitely be able to put this either on my car, a water bottle, or my PC. Here is their card. Again, super pretty. Love the artwork. This is by Obsidian Grove. There's all their social media handles. They have a cool logo. Then the things that I backed was their Kickstarter for these pins. I mean, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love sea creatures. They're hard enamel, so they're very smooth. And the anglerfish is what got me. I believe they're also glow in the dark, and they have really cool facts on the back of the cards. So I love the Nautilus. The seahorse is cool too, but I mainly purchased these for these two because they're just so cool. I mean, I'm going to open the anglerfish to show y'all. So there is the anglerfish. So cool. And let me see. It's very faint, but I believe it does glow in the dark. These bright green pieces are, I believe, what glow in the dark. And if not, I still think they're really cool. A lot bigger than I was expecting too, so that was a nice surprise. And again, I backed this 1 month, and the next month I had it at my door. Didn't even get a tracking number, so that was really cool. Apologize for the noise. My siblings just got home, but this is everything that I wanted to showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will leave links, as always, to the manga that was gifted to me. Very appreciative of my boyfriend and my other friends for buying it all. I'm actually going to say thank you to Target for having these readily available. Otherwise, I was going to have to order them straight from Japan at a much higher price. And again, definitely recommend these enamel pins. I'm assuming the artist already has them on their website, so I'll link that in the description, and hopefully y'all can still purchase those. They weren't just a Kickstarter exclusive thing. But that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.